Phantom. Yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough. Better known as the boogie down. All sookie now.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see the Bears' creative quarterback. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Bears and the Lions, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the...
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain, a great start for this offense.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 82 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll drop to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple of touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team around.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, that's caught, left sideline. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And goes for a gain of 31. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Blue check. Yellow, line.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, and it's third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. You look at this Bears defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Tompkins. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lindsey. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw here. This one complete to Gibbons. Touchdown Bears. From 21 yards away. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Browning. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10.
Lions 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had 3 touchdown passes in that game a week ago. He's got 2 already here in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lindsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Yellow, opposite, green, check, pink.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to get going again.
And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get real.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he is caught. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. this one is incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to...
I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't it?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That would hit right at the 9, but he couldn't get it to check up. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On play action, they'll throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Back to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown, Bears! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He's got a man complete. And down right around the 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh.
They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 32-yard line.
Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They'll look to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Bears are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, They're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Lions on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 26 yards.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
They'll set up a throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that
There's Laporta, he's got it. Touchdown Lions. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Let's go now. 19 Lions. Go.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And now off to the races down the right side.
He's past the 30.
He will score. Touchdown, Lions. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. So now the Lions down by 11. Just over 1:40 to play. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this one too low.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. But probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Now look out to the 20.
Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Bears tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
One last shot at the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.